In hell, the strongest demons gather on the lowest floor, where an endless battle is waged to determine the strongest demon. The horned demon deals a crushing blow to his opponent, but he managed to dodge and sent him flying with a great blow to the jaw. Red demon looks at the result of his blow, but among the dust that rose from the impact began to peak silhouette. The great demon Gargus tells his opponent that his blows are like tickling. The great demon Palak replies that Gargus likes to talk a lot. This enraged Gargus, and he rushed at his opponent with renewed vigor. The damned earth of hell began to tremble from the fight between the two great demons. Palak didn't even give his opponent a chance and covered his body with powerful blows. They were so strong that a couple more blows and Gargus's body would make a huge crater in the fiery earth. Palak wanted to finish off Gargus, but the lesser demons decided to stop him to help their master. While Palak was fighting off the lesser demons, Gargus treacherously struck with all his might. He was surprised to see that there was just a hole in the ground where he had struck, but there was no enemy in it. Palak, meanwhile, said that he had enough of playing games and lit his fists with his magic. He accelerated to an insane speed and destroyed Gargus's hand with one blow, and with the second blow made a hole in his chest, saying that the strongest demon of the ninth circle of hell is him. He was the absolute winner, until this human appeared in hell. But now, Palak kneels in the throne room. Many demons bow their heads before him, the Lord of Hell. Palak asks his lord why he wishes to return. Receiving no answer, Palak feels a boundless thirst coming from the demon lord. The other demons also feel the wrath of the Lord, a little more, and he will devour them all.
And what do I have in my possession? I've been stuck in this hole for 10,000 years, looking at the same landscape, killing and eating demons.
I don't know what to do here anymore. Palak quickly made a decision to redeem himself and ordered the two demons to bring the treat he had prepared for Lord.
My lord, you have devoured thousands of demons, so this favor may be modest for you. But please accept as a gift from my humble servants the last of the strongest creatures of Fakalor.
The Demon King threw a nasty octopus at Palak, saying he wouldn't eat that nasty thing. The only thing he wanted to eat was the heavenly-tasting kimchi stew. A murmur of ragu with kimchi went through the hall. The demons seemed to have gone crazy, starting to shout ragu with kimchi, assuming that it included raw meat. Palak and several demons decided to choose whose head would be the basis of the dish, while the Lord himself was in despair that he was not understood. Demons know nothing about cooking, because all they eat is a defeated enemy. Meanwhile, Palak remembered that the Lord wanted a show, so they needed to do something grand like when the Lord killed the 7 princes. But all the Demon King wanted was manhwa and a novel, which he shouted at Palak. Palak slammed his fist on the floor and knelt down, saying that he had nothing to offer his master, so he offered to take his life if it could make the Demon King happy. While Palak was about to give up his life, the Lord of Hell was thinking out loud, if only he could find his beloved. Suddenly, someone emerged from the crowd of demons with the words, "Am I not fit for Lord Love?" It was Lilith, the queen of the succubi, the first beauty in hell. "Isn't Lilith's love enough for the master?" the succubus said resentfully. The Demon King was stunned by her words. Lilith offered her body to the Lord for the entire night, but he ordered her not to come even a step closer to him. Without listening, the succubus grabbed the Lord's hand with her tentacles and pounced on him with kisses, to the delighted whispers of the crowd. Demon King helplessly begged her to leave, because even if she was compared to Palak, he was a cute. Lord of Hell is simply horrified by what is happening, so he decisively said, "We need to return to Earth," shocking his subjects. While Palak and Lilith begged him to stay, the Lord thought that during all the time he spent here, his decision had not changed, but had even become stronger. "The time has come," said the Demon Lord, and stood up from his throne, ordering the Palak to prepare the ritual. The demon wanted to object, but the Lord of Hell said, "Don't make me repeat," after which Palak fell to his knees and asked for forgiveness. He ordered the statues of the princes of darkness to be prepared for the ritual, and Amon to be called. We are shown how the demon Amon reads some kind of spell. At the same time, Palak tells the Lord of Hell that everything is ready. Lilith and Palak are on the verge of tears as their master removes his armor and climbs the steps.
My lord, if you put too much mana into the statues of the princes of hell, it will create a breach in the space and matter between the worlds.
"Okay, then let's get started," said the Demon King. After all, he can finally be home. 10,000 demon energy cores released. A huge column of demonic energy emanated from the King of Hell, and Amon was amazed at what he saw. Meanwhile, the statues had awakened, creating a rift in space. He was about to leave this rotten place when he suddenly heard Lilith asking the Lord to stay. He told her, "Don't cry, it's scary," but she clearly misunderstood him. Lilith is so impressed by the master's warm words that she is ready to burst into pieces. Bubbles started to fly out of her spores on her chest. The demon lord looks at this with a "what the fuck" face, and Lilith says that she wants to go with the demon king. Hearing these words, he jumped into the rift without thinking, and as he flew through space, he turned toward the receding rift and showed Lilith his middle finger, saying, "It would be better if I never saw you again. 10,000 years I have been in hell. There is no past I can change, no future I can achieve." These were the thoughts in the Lord's mind as he flew towards the sphere resembling the earth. Now he can finally go home. Suddenly, lightning started shooting out of the core.
Detecting fissure's nucleus.
Everything around is painted red. The demon lord does not understand what is happening. The Gaia system begins to give errors.
The system is overloaded.
Several lightning bolts simultaneously struck the demon king, while the system repeated the same thing.
Failure, failure. Total elimination of the fissure nucleus has been deemed impossible. Restricted sealing has been initiated.
Damn bitch, that's enough. With those words, the king of hell lost consciousness. The demon king opened his eyes and couldn't believe it. The sun, the green trees, was he really on Earth? The first thing he decided to do was check his body's status. Calling status window. What is this?
O Kangwoo, Level 1, 1-stage awakening attribute, authority of predation, rank unknown. Most powers of the attribute have been sealed.
My powers have been sealed? Someone's growling distracted Kangwoo. What the fuck? There were no such creatures on my home Earth. So does that mean I'm in the wrong place? Kangwoo was going to finish them off with one blow, but he couldn't do that because his power was sealed. Meanwhile, several of the creatures had already jumped, swinging their clubs. Then I will use this. Kangwoo cut the two pieces of shit in half. Demon Shabak, authority of the blade. Another bag of bones swung, but the demon king cut it into pieces.
System, you have successfully eliminated the E-rank regular monster, Goblin.
The Lord killed one goblin after another.
System, level has increased to 4.
Kangwoo, still confused by the fact that there are monsters here, and all these experience points are not just words. He was really starting to feel stronger. Needs to gather information about this place as soon as possible. Activate skill. Demon King O Kangwoo, Predator's authority. After devouring the goblin corpses, Kangwoo saw a system notification.
Demonic energies us increased by 1 point.
What, demonic energy? Then I was definitely not at home. There was no demonic energy on my Earth. Crap. But suddenly, Kangwoo heard someone scream, not like that of a demon or a monster. It was definitely a human. That's why he rushed towards the sound, begging for this man to have 2 eyes, 1 nose, and 1 mouth. And no tentacles. Found it. She has 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, and no tentacles. The Demon King was so happy that tears streamed from his eyes. The goblin was about to kill the girl, and she closed her eyes in horror, saying goodbye to life. But in the next moment, a ray of sunlight fell on her eyes, and when she opened them, she saw a man in front of her, who in a matter of seconds killed all the goblins in the clearing. The man gave her his hand, and the girl said thank you with gratitude. The once Lord of Hell was simply amazed.
Thank you so much, you saved my life. My name is Han Sola.
Seeing how strangely her savior was behaving, she asked.
Are you okay?
The Lord of Hell could not resist and offered her to marry him. The girl was confused by such a statement. Kangwoo quickly came to his senses and apologized for his behavior, asking how she felt. Seola said she was fine, though her leg was injured. She lost her balance and fell into Kangwoo's arms, dropping the phone. The Lord of Hell immediately realized what the object was, which meant it was definitely on the earth. Kangwoo helped the girl sit down, thinking he was talking to her freely. So he was in Korea. In order not to forget his native language, he ordered the demons to learn Korean and speak it only. He bandaged her leg, saying it would be better, and gave her the phone she had dropped. On the screen, he saw the year 2023, which means he hadn't been on Earth for 5 years, and in that time there were monsters. Kangwoo sat down next to Soleil and asked what she was doing in a place like this. He wanted to know as much as he could about what had happened in the last 5 years. Sola revealed that she was hunting alone inside the gate. Yesterday, she awakened and became a full-fledged player, so she went to the E-class gate. Gate? Awakened? Kangwoo didn't understand what that meant, so he decided to ask what level she was. Sol A said that she was a level 6 since she had recently awakened. She asked what a strong player like him was doing in a rank E gate. Kangwoo was embarrassed since his level was lower, although it was understandable why she thought he was a high-level player. So he simply replied, personal circumstances. Their shoulders accidentally touched, which embarrassed Sol A, so she stood up and motioned for them to go to the exit. Looking at her wound, Kangwoo decided to help her walk, so he held her shoulder shoulder, causing Soleil to become embarrassed again. They went to the gate, and the Lord of Hell was happy that he was finally talking to a human. "We have arrived," Soleil said. Seeing the gate, Kangvu realized that this was not the land he remembered, because it was a spatial rift. End of part 1. Dear viewers, I am very grateful to you for watching me. More and more new works will be released on the channel. I hope you are not too disgusted by listening to a robotic voice. I am working on improving it. I also try to describe everything correctly, although there may be some difficulties with this, because I do not know English at all. More precisely, I still understand it a little, but not well enough. So forgive me for the fact that there may be some wrong words. If you want to support the channel for the development of voice acting and pictures, you can subscribe. In the future, I want to add a Patreon or something similar, but it's too early because I am still nobody. So let's become friends. You can write your comments and suggestions in the comments. Thank you very much.